All right, guys, here we go. So one of the questions I get asked all the time is, Dr. Josh, I put so much work into the weight room. Why am I not getting faster? And that's what we're about to debunk today. And I'm going to show you guys the science and the physiology behind it so that you can transfer your strength gains over to your sport in the fall and get maximal speed and performance out of everything you're about to do this summer. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, so the first couple things that we need to understand, there's 4 phases to becoming faster. And a lot of times, traditional mindset says, hey, just work on speed work or just go in the weight room. But we have to tie these 4 things together. Without all 4, I cannot get faster over here. So let's start over here with number 1. Number 1 is mobility. If you don't have the proper mobility through your hips, through your ankles, through your knees, through your hips, shoulders, etc., I can only get so fast, right? If I don't have the mobility to stride further and get more power through each push, it doesn't matter how much strength I put on over here. I don't have the foundational mobility that is required to get me to that next level of my speed training. After the mobility section, we then have neuromotor control, which is in an easy sense, learning how to turn on the right nerves and the right muscles at the right time to do the right motion that we want. If I spend all my work just doing mobility and then I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go run as fast as I can. Unfortunately, my nerves and my muscles don't know how to communicate fast enough at the right time to get me the output that I want over here. So there's specifically neuromotor control drills that you can do to learn how to recruit things faster, to learn how to stabilize and give you function through joints in a synchronized way, instead of just trying to isolate, hey, let's just hit my quads in the weight room, right? I have to turn on quads plus hammies plus calves at the same time to get me a lot of these dynamic movement patterns, but yet everyone just wants to focus here. Again, we have to have the mobility. That's number 1. Number 2, neuromotor control, being able to turn on the right thing at the right time to do the right things. Then we go into number 3, which is our strength, right? So you'll see most people avoid this. They just get into the high school room, they start loading up under the barbell, and they just keep ramping up their strength, which is great, but without the foundation over here, I cannot build an awesome house that is nice and strong and powerful up above it, right? So I have to get the foundation in with 1 and 2. Now we go into our strength. Again, there's a lot of debate out there about, hey, should I just do back squats, deadlifts, bench press? That's great if that is correlating to your sport. But if it's not, we have to start thinking, how do I strengthen in a sport-specific way? Doing that, if we think about sports in general, 90% of sports, 99% of sports are done in a single leg position with some sort of opposing body function. So if my left leg is working, my right arm is working. I gotta tie my hips, my core, and that upper body together. And you'll notice again that a lot of the movements that we do in sport are dissociated movement patterns, which mean I'm never doing the same thing with both arms. I'm never pulling straight into me at the same time. I'm usually one arm extending, one arm throwing. I got rotation. I've got different movements going on in all different sports, right? We have to train like that. I cannot just sit in the weight room and do my traditional lat pulls and think it's gonna correlate over to my sport. That's not how that works. So let's recap. Number 1, mobility. Number 2, neuromotor control. Number 3, sport-specific strength, right? Once I start getting those 3 underway, then I can start to think about adding my explosiveness and speed training over here. At that point, I've got everything fully recruited. I've got the mobility, I've got the right muscles turned on, I've strengthened them through movement patterns that are specific to me. Now we get to start having some fun with adding in our explosive work, our speed work, etc. Now this is the part where people, again, think about, I'm just gonna do resisted stuff to try to get more powerful. Guys, we have to be hitting both band resisted or resisted movements with parachutes, sleds, whatever that may be to build up my power. But then when I start talking speed, now I need assisted. I need to be using bands to pull me faster than I've ever ran before. I need to be running downhill and learning how to recruit those muscles that I've just spent so much time strengthening in a faster overdrive mode than I've ever done before. And that is how we build speed, guys. We cannot do it without all 4 of those coming together. You can try to just do the speed and explosive. At some point, you're gonna max out. You're gonna hit your plateau. You're gonna try to just do strength stuff. Again, at some point, you're gonna hit your plateau. Until you guys tie together the mobility, the neuromotor control, the strength, and the speed explosive work, that is when you will unlock the next level of your speed training, guys. All right, I hope that helps. Guys, if you need anything, go in the links, download the guides. We have all kinds of nutritional education for you guys, performance education around strength, around mobility. Anything that you guys need, just go click some downloads and get after it, guys. It's gonna help you. It's gonna take you to that next level of your sports performance. Keep crushing it. Later.